Today is my 61st episode of Breakfast, Lunch, and Dinner Cooking, and we are going to make homemade lasagna. So here we go. I've got my water boiling here. I wanted to show you I'm going to put a couple teaspoons of salt. I like my noodles to have some flavor, and I'm going to add just a splash of oil so they don't stick together. I'm using this Mozzarella lasagna today. I'm going to start my other pan over here for my hamburger. I'm just going to be adding those a little bit at a time so they don't stick together. Wow, these aren't even cracked. I did good. Okay, I'm going to let those get in there a little bit. You want to always move them around because you do not want them sticking together. I'm going to let those go for a minute and then I'm going to move them around. And I've got this grass-fed beef that I'm going to start frying. What I'm going to do with my beef is I'm going to break it up. I had it frozen, so it's a little bit still tough, but I'm going to break it up. I don't know if I'm going to drain it yet or not, but I'm going to add salt. Pepper, and some garlic powder. And I'm going to get that fried up, and as soon as I get my hamburger fried up and my noodles done, we're going to build that lasagna. Got my burger all done. I did decide to drain it. It was awfully greasy. And I've got my lasagna noodles cooked. I cooked them for 10 minutes. I normally would do it for 15, but you want them to absorb some of the spaghetti sauce. And my oven is preheated to 350. So here we go. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my ricotta cheese. Okay, and then I'm going to take about a tablespoon of parsley. And then, since what happened to me yesterday, I'm going to crack an egg in a bowl. There we go. That's a good one. And we're going to mix that up. And I am going to put a little bit of salt, and a little bit of pepper in there with it. Then I'm going to mix that up. These are some nice eggs. They're got that dark yolk, so they are free range. That's why yesterday when I was making my pecan fingers, one of them was overly fertilized, we'll say. It wasn't bad, but okay. I'm going to set that off to the side. And we're going to start building this lasagna. So what we're going to do is I'm going to start out, my oven's preheated. I'm going to start out, I've got a couple things of different pasta sauce here. It really doesn't matter. It's whatever kind you like. And I'm just going to put a little bit of pasta sauce in the bottom. Then we're going to start laying out our lasagna noodles. I like to lay them one way and then lay them the other because I think it makes a stronger square when you're cutting it. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of the meat. And I'm going to just dollop little bits of this ricotta cheese around. Try not to do too big of a chunk. Then I'm going to take a little bit of my Parmesan, sprinkle that around. And a little bit of my mozzarella. Then I'm going to put a little bit more sauce around. And I'm going to start my second layer, and I'm going to have them going the opposite way. I found this nice dish at the resale for $8. Worked for me. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to add a little bit more meat. Actually, I'm going to add the rest of the meat. Look at all that grease. Nobody needs all that cholesterol. And spread the meat out a little bit. And I'm going to add just a little bit of oregano. I like a flavorful lasagna. Add some oregano, a little more garlic powder. I don't want it to be bland. And some Italian seasoning. I didn't open this yet. This has got the basil and all that good stuff in it. All right, then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to add a little bit of the cheese, ricotta. I think I'm going to use the rest of it actually, because I'm not sure how many more noodles I got. That should be good. Now I'm going to add some more sauce. Actually, the rest of this one. And I'm going to add a little bit more of the mozzarella. You want to save some for the top. And I'm going to go the opposite way again. This is going to be so yummy. I haven't made this in a long, long time. Okay, and I'm going to open up my other sauce. I'm going to put that all around, about half of it. You definitely need 2 things of sauce. And if you're really motivated, you can make your homemade sauce. But a little more garlic, a little more Italian seasoning. You don't want to go crazy, but a little bit more oregano. I don't know just how flavorful that. Okay. I'm gonna add some more of my cheese. A little bit more of my Parmesan. And then the rest of my noodles going the opposite way. Okay, now I'm going to finish it off with the rest of the sauce. And I'm going to smear that around a little bit. You want to kind of tuck in noodles on the sides so that they don't get burnt. And it looks prettier. Move some of that sauce around. Okay. I'm going to put just a little more garlic just for good measure. And then I'm going to put the rest of my mozzarella This was a pound of cheese. And then I'm going to take the rest of my Parmesan and hit the areas that didn't get any. That should be good. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. And I am going to bake this. I'm going to bake this uncovered for about 45 minutes on 350. And we'll see if it's done. And I'm not going to cover it. So I will show you when it's done and we'll cut it. It's coming out of the oven. And it looks delicious. Look at that beautiful, beautiful lasagna. You can see it's bubbling around the edge, and that's what you want. Oh, it looks so good. Anyway, I'm going to let this rest for about 15 minutes, and then I'm going to cut it, and I'm going to show you the yummy lasagna. Be back. Hey, this has been resting for 15 minutes, so I am going to cut us a piece. Show you how beautiful this lasagna is. Oh, this looks so good. Come on, Seal. There we go. Oh my goodness. Look at this beautiful, beautiful piece of lasagna. And going over to my girlfriend Mary Ann's tonight and her husband, and we're gonna party and eat lasagna. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. It's so easy and it's so good. And I will be putting all the ingredients in the description. And remember, there's nothing you can't do if you put your mind to it. And love the Lord with all your heart. Thanks for watching.